Hey, what's up, guys? So, God's been putting a lot of stuff in my heart, and I've been wanting to share for a while now, but it's always trying to find the time, right? But I'm finding some time now because it needs to be said. Um, so one thing is, I've spoken to a few friends and spoken to one particular earlier today, and they're telling me that they've been, the anxiety to the point, and I've been there. Like the last few months have been super crazy with finances and work, and getting laid off, and being a single mother to three boys. It's a lot. It's very very heavy. So everybody's getting hit in their own way. And so there is a huge energy of negativity right now floating around, especially lockdown again, COVID. It's cold again. COVID is the numbers are supposedly back up. But for me, I gave her the example of this, and it's a scene from the movie Elf. And it's a part where pretty much it's like I believe he's in the cart with Santa Claus, and they're flying, right? But the power's getting low and low. Why? Because no people are no longer believing in Santa Claus, and so that magic is like dissipating, and they're basically on the ground now. And for me, I was just explaining to her, I'm like, right now is a time where our energy, our hearts, we need to be all about love, all about the good stuff, listening to that good voice inside of us, not the bad, instead of edifying and giving into the negativity, the anxiety, the depression. We need to be pushing that aside. So us being home, like, honestly, right now it's like all of that negative energy is being fed. And for me, I do believe, spiritually, I believe it signifies a lot. I believe right now, as a nation, as human beings, there's an awakening happening, and God is trying to get people's attention. And I believe that conditioned to, we have been conditioned to feel that we need to, always abide by what we are told. But what about us? The one we have to truly look up to and truly, really matter to and really abide by is God. And right now, living in the spirit of fear, that's not from God. I believe that's what they're trying to dominate with. I believe that's what our government is trying to dominate on us. And that might get me in trouble with people, but it is what it is. I believe our government is trying to dominate us and place us in a state of fear, in a state of anxiety, in a state of depression, right? And I think that's why I posted a video earlier where it's like we have to appreciate and be blessed, and we always have to have an attitude of gratitude. It's best to live off like that, because why? Why are we gonna edify this? Like, well, you see it in movies, and it's stuff that we learn. Like the negativity, the evil feeds off of that, feeds off of fear, feeds off of anxiety, feeds off of, anger, everything negative, everything. And so, again, I think I'm posting this video so that you guys can remember that scene. And it's basically like, who are we giving our belief to? Who are we giving the power to? If you stop believing in God and all of his glory, like, of course the evil's gonna win. But right now evil is gaining the power. Why? Because we are stuck at home, we are on lockdown. But you know what, that doesn't mean that you can't be at home joyful and enjoying the time with your family, instead of, oh, I'm bored, or feed into a positive energy instead of a negative energy. Make the best of it. Like, you're still alive, you still have breath. Like, it's not the best, yes, being laid off, but I love the fact that I have time with my boys. And homeschool is a pain, but it is also a blessing that I'm able to make my kids breakfast, make my kids lunch, and spend that time with them. And it's a little bit more. So it's like, instead of looking at the negative, like, oh, what was me? I'm losing my job. What was me? Like, here I am and things are just so bad. But no, you know what? I'm still blessed. I'm blessed at home with my kids. I'm blessed at home with my family. Like, me by listening to God, and you by listening to God, he takes care of you. And right now there is a huge awakening, and he wants us all He's trying to shake things up to get our attention. Not because he wants to hurt us, not because he wants to place us in a state of fear, but because he wants to get our attention. And so, you know, whether you believe in God, the universe, or whatever it is, cry out to him, because we are made in his creation and he is reaching out to us in every which way he can. God is always speaking to us, but are we listening? You know, it can be right in front of us, and he is always speaking to us in one way or another, through people, through things around us, whatever it might be. He's always speaking to us. So listen, you know, I mean, I would say that, you know, that intuitive voice inside of you, it's there for a reason. You know, no longer feed into that negative energy like, oh, you know, and I was there, and I'm not gonna I'm gonna do a video as well of my healing, like how I, you know, how I pulled myself out of it. But at the end, it's all about God. It's all about giving him the glory. It's all about, you know, your creator, whether it's your universe, whatever, you know, it doesn't have to be God. I believe he manifests himself to us in different ways, and he, you know, he reveals himself to us in different ways. But reach out and really, like I said, don't feed into that negative energy. Know that at the end, if you are home, it's for a reason, and you know what, enjoy it. Do it with a smile. You know, realize and be sure and be firm in yourself and know who you are. If you are a child of God, then claim it, because God doesn't give us a spirit of fear, the spirit of anxiety, the spirit of depression, you know, anger. Just check yourself, and in a loving way, you know, just remind yourself, okay, you know what, it looks like I'm gonna have a bad day. No, don't claim it. Enjoy the rest of your day with a smile. And I mean, even if you have to forcefully put a smile on for a bit, that smile will make a difference, you know? Change up the attitude. Realize how blessed you are. Things could be so much worse. I guess. So I wanted to put that out there. Stay up on the high energy and not the negative. Let's feed that positive, loving energy and not the negative, deadly energy. All right? I hope you guys are well. Much love and God bless.